Listen, I'll be the first to admit that I'm as delusional as the next guy. Maybe a little more delusional than the next guy, but there are some characters that I would not touch with a 10-foot pole when it comes to being literally me. What I will say though is that after watching The Boys Season 1, I'd always go up to my mother when she said something I didn't like, I'd look at her like this, and pretend to laser her. It's also worth mentioning that I watched the entirety of the show, including Gen V, with my mother and father. And needless to say, if you know anything about the show, some uncomfortable times were had. But today's presentation is about a good old fella, American edition, Homelander. I mean, look at this guy. He looks like such a nice guy, and he's definitely not racist. At the very least, he's with a black child, and with two people who have no superpowers, so seems like a stand-up guy. Let's get into it, shall we? Who is the Homelander? Like me, he's a man of many names. He goes by John, he goes by the world's greatest superhero. Some of these are really hard, like the only man in the sky, sniveling pussy, or cheap fucking knockoff. So needless to say, he's definitely not a contentious character in universe or out of universe. But just like me, yeah, he goes by many names. You know me as Luca, you know me as Gojo. Some people online call me stupid, ugly, slurs. Usually those get flagged for review, so you never get to see them. And as Homelander certainly knows, once you get called a homophobic or racial slur, that's how you know you've made it. Now, he also puts DC and any other series, including Marvel, to shame as an evil Superman. I'm looking at you, Omni-Man, as much as I like you, Homelander trounces you. He is perhaps the best villain in anything that I've seen in a long time. I mean, this dude is fucking psychotic. He's unhinged, and you never know what he's going to do at any given moment. And I should say that I'm only talking about the Boys series on Amazon Prime. I did read the comic as well, but I think that the show expands upon Homelander in such a deviously good way. And to add on to the point, his aura and his acting are so good that regular superhero movies and TV shows are fucking lame once you've seen what the Boys, and in particular Homelander, can do. While he's not the main character, he's the main antagonist, and to be honest, every single time he's on screen, Anthony Starr, the actor, steals the show. Normally I don't gas people up as much as I do at the start of a presentation, but man, Homelander, someone I've wanted to talk to for a long time, talk about for a long time. The Boys, great show, watch it if you haven't. But I will say, he is a you guys are the real heroes merchant. I mean, he says that more times than Kendrick has reasons to hate fucking Drake. Like, he says it at least 3 times, 4 times every half season. He pulls this phrase out of his ass when he doesn't know what to say more times than I pull out a swear word when I don't know what to say. Now, he also has a celebrity crush / loves Lily from AT&T. And if you don't know the background lore on Lily from AT&T, it's, well, mommy milkers. She has mommy milkers, and Homelander, like a lot of us, is a mommy milkers man. Does he remind you of yourself? Which brings me to my next point. What has Homelander done? We ask this question for in-universe and out-of-universe, because first of all, he's amassed a group of people that say he's literally him. This is problematic. You don't want to be literally Homelander. The only way you and I can relate to Homelander is have our fathers tell us that we're fucking disappointments. Now, he's also found a way to play music every single time he looks at a baby, which is really funny in the show. He's supposed to be the strongest character in the show, and obviously this is a character point, but every single time he sees his boss's baby, this dramatic violin music, like eerie music, starts playing. Honestly, unsettling, but also kind of like, dude, it's a fucking kid. I mean, come on. I'm sure a lot of internet warriors that say he's literally him is because he lets his intrusive thoughts win, and that's what they'd wish they could do. Like, oh man, you won't like to see me when I'm angry. Yeah, Homelander does whatever the fuck he wants. He's really strong. He's the strongest, in fact, after me. You are not the Homelander literally me's. Although I will say he's extremely based, because he pushes his kid off a roof right after his child calls him dad. That is probably the greatest father-son moment in media ever. And he gives his kids reasons to be proud of him. I mean, he has sex with a Nazi, dude, so long after World War II. And he doesn't even do it in Argentina or Brazil. He stays in the US. I mean, Homelander's that guy. What's weird, though, for such a narcissistic and conceited character is that he refuses to get pleasured by himself. Doppelganger turns into him and asks him, you know what I mean, Homelander? And then he airports himself. And by that I mean, he meets a certain someone again at the airport. He kills himself. Unalives himself, as it were. Can I say that on YouTube? Guess we're gonna find out. And since we're already talking about South America with that Nazi joke, it must be said that he also gets demolished by Gustavo Fring. Giancarlo Esposito, let me ask you a question. When did you get typecast into being literally the same character every single fucking time? And I'm not complaining. Gus Fring and Stan Edgar, incredible characters. Honestly, you're a good actor, but holy shit. The same thing every time. It's like my shitty videos. The same shit every time. So I called him unhinged earlier on. Let's take a look at what makes him unhinged exactly. First of all, he has pictures of himself in his own room. Oh shit. I dropped my pillow. Yeah. Anyone who has pictures of themselves in their own room, fucking psychopath. I would never ever trust them. That speaks to a level of self-unawareness that I'm just not willing to deal with in a human being. Now, he also says a really hard line. Play the clip.
Oh. So what, they're all starving, but one of them's got a fucking cell phone?
Oh man, what a line. This is one of my favorite lines in the show. Dude, the fucking comedy gold that comes out of Homelander's mouth, only because he's a fictional character, and granted, there are real human beings that speak like this, unfortunately, and also run countries, unfortunately. Man, Homelander's a good parody. An important characteristic to discuss is the fact that he wants to get blown by a dinosaur. Now, oh, that's the wrong image. Although, I guess both count. Anyway, he wants to get blown by a dinosaur. He does this on national television where he sticks his strength, as it were, into a dinosaur's mouth while a kid is riding it on the news. Based Homelander, question mark? Then again, there's that super uncomfortable scene where he makes the deep eat his friend because he can communicate with ocean animals, of course, the octopus. Now, if someone forced me to cannibalize my own friend, I don't know how I can describe to you what I'd rather do. Like, I'd rather have someone make me bite the curb, if you know what I'm saying. Although we're humans, I guess it's not the same. But speaking of cannibalizing, you need teeth to cannibalize. This dude has sharp teeth. I have never seen a human being with sharper teeth. This isn't even Homelander. This is the actor, Anthony Starr. Dog, what the f- have you must have razored these into fucking blades. Fuck laser vision, this dude should just bite everyone to death. And then there's that wonderful homage to Marvel and My Morning Routine where there's the shades of Green Goblin and you talk to yourself in a mirror, you have this kind of split personality discussion going on. I mean, so problematic. Now, a contentious topic online is putting Homelander against other superheroes or universes, and let's discuss very briefly what this means. Homelander, all things considered, is actually not that strong when it comes to other superheroes, so people put him against the biggest mismatches fucking ever. Because first of all, yes, he loses to Omni-Man. He gets fucking obliterated. We've seen the death battle. Omni-Man destroys a planet. Homelander cooks random bums' heads on the street. Random libtards, as he'd call them. On the other hand, though, Homelander is so much stronger than some other universes, which are weird, in my opinion, to put Homelander against. He beats the AOT verse very easily. I have seen this on Reddit so many times. Homelander versus Attack on Titan, who would win? Dog. How the fuck is anyone in AOT gonna harm Homelander? I don't know why I always go into this fucking power scaling discussion in these videos, but whatever, we're gonna let it slide. In conclusion, what can we say about Homelander? He is a mommy milkers enthusiast. This image is a real scene from the show. He loves those big dinosaur bazookas so much that he settles for milk from a cow. He drinks a whole bucket of milk. And let me just say, someone in one of my previous videos called me a milk drinker, that I look like a milk drinker. What the fuck does that mean? What about this? What about this? Makes me look like a milk drinker. Again, he has really funny one-liners. He's actually a really funny character in universe, but only because he's fictional. These people exist in real life. That's when it gets scary. That's when it gets really scary. But that's also what makes him such a compelling villain. Because in a way, he's realistic. He's not so based to be sexually attracted to himself. Unlike... I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's super weird. Cut that out, editor. Me. Cut that out. And I mean, come on, he's a man that's got taste and he sticks to them. He's attracted to older things. He's a cougar hunter. He's attracted to Stillwell and living fossil fuels. Otherwise dinosaurs. Again, I want to mention, he spams a one-liner, the "you guys are the real heroes," more than Michael Jordan spams going right. Until, of course, he becomes completely unhinged and says, "No, fuck you guys, I'm the real hero." Man, I can't wait for that video to come out of me being completely unhinged. You know what? I need a scandal. That's what I need. I need a really good scandal. Just kidding, I hope that never fucking happens. But Homelander, I will say, you are one of the best supervillains I've ever seen. One in a very long time, at the very least. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Or else. I get cringier and cringier by the video, I swear to God. Anyway, The Boys fans, I'm not even going to say Homelander PR team. Let me know what you think about Homelander as a villain, as a character, and the series as a whole. I think they did a great job with the show, and I think they did an immaculate, stellar job with the character. Again, actor, phenomenal. Leave in the comments down below any suggestions for future videos as well. Maybe without calling me a milk drinker next time, or a homophobic or racial slur. Although when I think about it, that's engagement too, so keep it coming. It fuels me. Fuels me. As always, thank you once more for watching. You are looking incredible, especially you in the red shirt. Holy cow. Wow. What a smile. I love you guys. Goodbye.